Philippines is an archipelagic country in Southeast Asia. It is situated in the Western Pacific Ocean and consists of about 7,640 islands that are broadly categorized under three main geographical divisions from north to south: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Philippines has 19 recognized regional languages. And these are the languages that I'm talking about. Aklanon, Bicol, Cebuano, Chavacano, Hiligaynon, Ibanag, Ilocano, Lutuan, Kapampangan, Karaya, Maguindanaon, Maranao, Pangasinan, Sambal, Surigao-non, Tagalog, Tausog, Waray at Yakan.
Sa pag-unlad ng turismo, umangat ang Pilipino. Mga may bahay, nagkahanap buhay. Tagahugas ng pinggan, naging gabay sa karagatan. Isang engineer, napaunlad ang sining ng buong barangay. At ang simpleng magsasagwan, malaki ang tulong sa kalikasan. Silang walang tinig, boses na ng kasaysayan. At ang daan-taong apo, naibida ang kulturang Pilipino. At katutubong sayaw, napaintak ang buong mundo.
The foreign and economic policies in the Philippines.
Hello everyone, I am Rayon Mariel Cibalo Maghanoy and I will be giving you a brief discussion about the foreign and economic policies in our country, the Philippines. What is the foreign policy of the Philippines? With the President as the principal architect, Philippine foreign policy is anchored on three pillars. First is the preservation and enhancement of national security. Second is the protection of the rights and promotion of the welfare of overseas Filipinos. And the third and the last one is the promotion and attainment of economic security. What is an economic policy? An economic policy is a course of action that is intended to influence the behavior of the economy. Examples of economic policies include decisions made about government spending and taxation, about the redistribution of income from rich to poor, and about the supply of money. Philippine monetary policy is appropriately supportive of the economy. The IMF said in its report, with inflation firmly in the middle of the target range, while the fiscal policy is appropriately focused on supporting growth in the near term while curbing the budget deficit over the medium term. The Philippines has a mixed economic system which includes variety of private freedom combined with centralized economic planning and government regulation. And that would be the end of my discussion. Stay tuned for more discovery. Join us as we explore the Philippines.
The Philippine foreign policy.
Let us now discuss on the Philippine foreign policy. In the Philippines, there are four major characteristics. First, the Philippines has been more dependent on trade, investment, credit, and military assistance in one power over a longer period than any other Southeast Asian state. This means that the developing countries such as the Philippines relies heavily on trade and foreign direct investment, consequently leading to economic integration, which in its entirety determines the country's economic condition. Second, as a consequence of the first point and despite the abrupt changes of the regime type in 1972 and 1986, there has not been a full foreign policy restructuring, in which the sudden change of the system in the Philippines in the aforementioned years led to lacking of reorganization of general objectives that guide the activities and relationships of the state in its interactions with other states. Third, helping to sustain a unique relationship and fostering special perceptions of the external environment is the Philippines' geographical separation from other Asian countries. The fourth distinguishing characteristic is that, with the possible exemption of Burma or for a time Cambodia, the Philippines has the weakest state structure in the region, measured in terms of ability to maintain order, implement decisions, and extract resources, with only the early martial law years being at variance from that pattern. This is manifest in foreign policy by the weakness of the bureaucracy, the child of patronage politics. As a result, the policy process has been easily affected by the pressures of intra-elite rivalries, organized interest, both foreign and domestic, and the intrusions of elected politicians, their business friends, and their wives. In conclusion, the main objectives of the foreign policy is to use diplomacy, talking, meeting, and making agreements to solve international problems.
The three pillars.
Hi, my name is Antoinette Gernas Romero. Today I'm going to introduce to you through the three pillars of the Philippine foreign policy. Our foreign policy is not only about managing our relations with the global community, it is about nurturing a safe and secure environment in accordance with the law that is conducive to inclusive growth in order to benefit our people. One of the three pillars of the Philippine foreign policy has been the protection of the rights and the promotion of the welfare and interest of overseas Filipinos. The other two pillars are the preservation and enhancement of national security and the promotion and attainment of economic security. The first one is preservation and enhancement of national security. Under the pillar of promoting national security, our goal is to help create and sustain a strong and safe regional neighborhood under the rule of law. On our own, and in concert with international partner, we have pursued mutually beneficial security arrangements. Second one is protection of the rights and the promotion of the welfare of overseas Filipino. Under the pillar of protecting Filipino national overseas, we continue to be guided by the President's call to be even more responsive to the needs and welfare of our overseas Filipino workers. Taking care of our 10 million migrants in 174 countries over 40 time zones has earned us the reputation of the department that never sleeps. Then finally, the third pillar of the foreign policy, which is the promotion and attainment of economic security. As this perhaps the pillar that offers opportunity for closer collaboration between DFA and MAP. The department has worked tirelessly to support the President's twin goals of poverty alleviation and job creation. As a result, we have made significant progress in economic cooperation with other countries.
Different types of Philippine economic policies.
Different types of Philippine economy policy. So, economy policy refers to the actions the governments take in the economic field. Its goal is included elevation of poverty, generation of more productive employment, promotion of equity and social justice, and attainment of sustainability, economic growth. So there are 6 types of economic policy. These are fiscal policy, monetary policy, supply side policy, macroeconomic policy, labor market policy and institutions, and the last is tariff trade policy. So the first is fiscal policy, in which a government adjusts its spending levels and tax rates to monitor and influence a nation's economy. So there are 3 types of fiscal: neutral, expansionary, and contradictionary. For example, of fiscal policy is a tax cut and increase government. So the second one is monetary policy, control of the quantity of money available in the economy and the channels by which new new money is supplied. So there are three types of monetary policy. First is reserve requirement, discount rate, open market operation. So the third one is supply side policy. It is designed to reduce costs, improve efficiency, productivity, and international competitiveness so that the economy can grow without experiencing inflammation. Its intended goal of supply side of economics is to explain microeconomics occurrence in an economy and offer policies for stable economic growth. So the fourth one is microeconomic policy. Specifically, macroeconomic in nature, that is the concentrate on a particular industries and products, includes subsidies, indirect taxes, competitive policy, price controls, environmental policies, and regulations. So the fifth one is labor market policy and institutions. They cover wage settings, institutions, and mandatory social benefits, the employment insurance systems, as well as different aspects of labor legislation. Those are the example of labor market policy and institution because it thought as policy-making institutions that interfere with wage and employment determinations, include unions, employers, associations. So the last one is tariff trade policy. Tariff is a tax. It adds to the cost borne by consumers of important goods and it's one observer all trade positions that country can enact. Tariffs are paid to the customs authority of the country imposing the tariff.
The Philippine Economic Policy.
Philippine Economic Policy. Poverty reduction was one of the objectives. Creating more productive jobs, promoting equity and social justice, and achieving long-term economic growth are all goals that must be achieved. The Philippines economy is regarded one of the East Asia and the Pacific most progressive. Philippine economic policy expecting of supportive of growth and inflation rate. The inflation rate in 2018 is 5.2%, in 2019, 2.5%, and 2020, 2.4%. From 4.0% in July 2021, it surged to 4.9% in August 2021. This is the greatest inflation rate since January of this year. The Philippines' average inflation from January through August 2021 was 4.4% according to the August 2021 inflation. Economic industries have dropped the country economic growth in the current problem, which is coronavirus disease. But rulers play the most important function in the Philippine government and society.
Para sa akin, maipapakita mo ang pagmamahal sa iyong bayan. Hindi lamang dahil ito ang iyong pinagmulan, ngunit dahil dito namulat ang iyong kaisipan. Ako ay isang Pilipino. Ang pagiging Pilipino ay di lamang masusukat sa pagiging mamayan ng bansang Pilipinas. Nandito ang iyong mga pamilya, mga kaibigan, at mga taong malapit sa iyong kalooban. Matatawag mong huwaran ang isang Pilipino kung ito ay may pagmamalasakit sa kanyang kapwa, may respeto, at may paninindigan.
There are so many beautiful places here in the Philippines. I assure you, you'll appreciate everything you'll see here. We Filipinos are also known for our delicacies. Not being able to taste food here in the Philippines would be like a big missing part of your life. You must be thinking I'm exaggerating, but I assure you, once you tasted the food here, you'll regret everything you thought. We the Filipinos are known for our bayanihan. We'll always help those who are in need. So what are you waiting for? Come visit the Philippines, the place full of joy, excitement, and adventure for you and me. With all of that being said, I conclude that it's more fun in the Philippines. Thank you for watching!